Hi Capricorn, welcome to your October reading. Now, we're going to have a look at what is coming up for the month of October for you. And at the end of the video, I'm also going to pull a card for each of the other star signs that you may be dealing with. So yeah, don't forget to stay tuned to the end to see what's coming up and how your person is feeling, so you can kind of get a better idea of what they're going through and how you process that and how you maybe help or don't help them. Okay, so let's have a look at what is coming up for Capricorn for the month of October. Okay, so first off, you have got an Eight of Wands in reverse. Now, listen, we all know that Capricorns like to take their times over things. But that Eight of Wands in reverse says to me that you are having a month where you just don't... I feel like you're not focused on the joy of what you're doing. Because this, this Eight of Wands in the upright is a lovely card. It's the roller coaster moment where you're about to hit the downward slope. You've built up, you've done that slow climb up, and everything is about to get really joyous and really fun. And with it being in the reverse, my feeling is that you are kind of pulling back from that and resisting actually a little bit. And again, listen, it's not a bad thing to resist, but you're on that path anyway. You've made that choice to get on that roller coaster. So if there's a resistance there, what was the point of getting on? Why start? You queued up for hours to get on that roller coaster, to have that joy, have that moment of release, of like freedom, the falling, the flying. Now, you've also got the Six of Cups in reverse. So I feel like this, I know traditionally this is a reunion card in the upright, but for me, it's also a case of reconnecting with things that you enjoy in the upright. Like these people are sitting down with their daughter, she's playing tea parties, she's very happy creating something around her that is lovely. But my concern is with this is that your resistance to wanting to enjoy the fun is also palming over into your relationships. Palming over isn't the right phrase, is also carrying over into your relationship. It's the resistance that you're feeling, I think, is being mirrored by someone who you're with. There's a moment of going, oh, I don't know if I'm ready for this. I know I've queued up and I wanted it. And I feel like the person you're dealing with knows that. So as a result, they're kind of like, well, why are you not connecting with what's fun for you? Why are you not letting yourself play? Be happy. And you've also got a Knight of Swords in reverse again. So this is taking your time. And I feel like it's almost that you don't know how something's going to, whatever this is that you're in, how it's going to work out and how it's going to play out. You're kind of taking a back step and going, well, you know what, I'm not going to go in fully because my exit strategy isn't there. I haven't worked this out. I haven't got that worked out. So I'm just going to hold back. And then you've got a Four of Pentacles in the upright as well. Now, I love this card because this is not, normally I find the Four of Pentacles a bit hoardy and a bit defensive and protective. This one isn't. This is like, listen, I'm saving up. I know what I want. I know what I've got to go for. And I'm gonna just put my coins in here. I'm gonna save them, because when I've got enough for that car, for that dog, for whatever it is, a wardrobe, chest of drawers, sofa, I'm gonna save for it and I'm gonna buy it outright, and then I can sit on that sofa knowing it's all paid off and it's all mine, rather than, yeah, I'll get it, I'll buy now, pay later. Particularly right now, do we really want to be taking on any more credit agreements when we don't know what's going on in the world? But this is good, Capricorn. This is a good, moment where you are starting to take control of what's going on. And I think as the month progresses, I think you might start off feeling that you're a little bit resistant. But actually what you're doing is, by the end of the month, you're investing in your future. And like, the full moon at the end of the month is in Taurus, which I was reading up is, it's a good time to get grounded, get settled, use that Taurus energy to really kind of get everything back in check, whether it's finances, like you said, you've got this Four of Pentacles here, so it could be that you want to get your finances in order. But with that Six of Cups in reverse, you could also need, not need to, but you could use the full moon at the end of the month to just get grounded on your relationships and make sure that people around you know that you're there for the long haul, for what you're there for. Okay, so that was the Cosmic Cycles Tarot. We're going to use the Tarot of the Divine to just get some clarifiers as well. So for the Eight of Wands in reverse, okay, so you've got a King of Wands in the upright. So your way of getting past this feeling of resistance, of not wanting to move on, is, this King of Wands, like, this is a phoenix. You know, Phoenix sets fire to itself to rise from the ashes, to be reborn. It's all about growth. And your way of, you know, if you let yourself go, you know, maybe this is you not wanting to put yourself into that fire to be able to rebuild and grow, to not hit rock bottom, to not make that change, and something that you've not wanted to dive into. The sooner you do it, the sooner you come out stronger. You know, like in Fawkes in Harry Potter, he's a withered old phoenix. You know, he's up there on the perch. He suddenly sets fire to himself. Harry panics and thinks he's killed him. And then Dumbledore comes in and explains, no, that's what he does. And look how young and fresh and vibrant he is now. Because he's done that change. He's gone through what he needed to go through. So he does have that. Now, your Six of Cups in reverse is matched by the Five of Wands in reverse. And that for me is, you know, is quite a peaceful card. Like these, you know, these are five brothers who are, you know, yes, they're bickering and they're fighting, but they're fighting for each other as much as they're fighting against each other. You know, you will not divide those five brothers. If you try and come at one of them, you're taking on all five. Now, with this situation where I feel like you're not emotionally connecting with what makes you happy, with what is fun for you, I feel like you're almost losing the battle to keep pressing on. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, if you don't, like, Brene Brown always says, I can't remember how she defines play, time spent without agenda, something like that. Basically, you know, saying that you have to take time out to enjoy yourself, to do something that is a hobby, something that doesn't provide any return on investment. It's like you literally do something for the sake of doing something. You know, like I know, like fitness, I know does have a result and it has health benefits and all the rest of it, but it is also time out from the world. And I feel like at the moment you're not reconnecting, and therefore you don't have people around you, or you feel you don't have people around you pushing you to take that time out, pushing you to do what you need to do, and that's tough. Now, your Knight of Swords, in order to get going again, you got a High Priestess, and I love her, Scheherazade. She had 1,000 tails. Always time for that song. You know, if you connect, if you listen to your higher beings, your intuition, you listen to the messages that you are getting. You know, we all get them. What does your gut tell you? You know, if you feel that you don't know how to get in and out of a situation, you don't know what to do for the best, what is your gut telling you is the right thing to do? Because your gut is very rarely wrong. You know, we all know deep down what we need to do and what we shouldn't be doing. And we sometimes give in to doing what we shouldn't. But we know we shouldn't. And I think that's the case here for you, Capricorn, is that you, in order to be able to find what you need, you have to start listening to yourself, to listening to your own intuition and your gut. And where does your gut tell you want to go? That's what I think you need to focus on for the month of October. Now, with your Four of Pentacles, you've got the Nine of Coins in reverse as a backup. And this to me says that, you know what, this saving that you're doing might be lonely. It might be that actually you're having to give up frivolous spending, you know, unnecessary spending, treats, coffees, bottles of wine, flowers, whatever it is your day-to-day treat that you think, right, listen, I'm focused on my end goal here. I want this car. I can have flowers in the house, but every bunch of flowers I buy is keeping me slightly further from my end goal, because the flowers I'll enjoy for 2 weeks, but I can put that towards the car that will provide me more income. It will give me freedom. It will give me so much more than those flowers will in the short term. And yes, I'll miss those flowers. I'll miss the chocolates, the glass of wine, the coffee with the friends. But once I've got what I need, oh my God, things are going to take off. And that's where I think Capricorn, you need to be headed by the end of the month. I think you need to be focusing on the end goal. And yes, that might involve a little bit of sacrifice in the short term, but the payoff is going to be well worth it. Okay, let's have a look at the other star signs that you could be dealing with. Just going to give that a good shuffle. I'm going to keep going with the cosmic cycles because I adore it. I just think it's a lovely, lovely deck. Now, if you do want to book a private reading, obviously you can drop me an email or hit me up on Instagram. It must be a Gemini tarot with a full stop in between each word. So must.be.a.gemini.tarot. at Instagram, on Instagram. And then you can either drop me a message there and we can book the private reading in, or you can drop me an email, which is, again, mustbeageminitarot@gmail.com with all the full stops in between the words. So let's have a look. If you are dealing with an Aries. Okay, if you're dealing with an Aries, they are going through some stuff right now. You've got that 9 of Wands. And that for me is a situation where they're a little bit lost out in the woods, and they're trying to find their way back to you, but I think it's down to you to be a little bit patient with them. Because the thing is, Capricorn, if your Aries is struggling to find their path through these woods, find their way out, you've got to give them the time to do it, is my advice to you. Now, if you're dealing with a Taurus, you have got the 5 of Swords. So your Taurus could be feeling a little bit of the struggle. They're feeling a little bit defeated, probably by you, actually, I think. I think they're struggling to realise that maybe you're just in it for a game at the moment, and you're not in it for the long haul. And be careful that if your Taurus thinks you're not in this for the long haul, they might walk away if you keep playing games. Now, if you're dealing with a Gemini, they are 10 of Swords in reverse. Now, I love this because this, again, is one of those cards I didn't really take fully into account when I bought the deck, but it is stunning because in the upright, it's all about getting those horrible messages that you're too lazy, you're, not doing what you need to do, you're trash, crazy, all of those things. Now, they've got that in the reverse. So if you're dealing with a Gemini, Capricorns, then I feel like they are getting in a good situation where they're taking control of that self-talk, of knowing what they have to offer, knowing how they can better themselves. They're helping themselves level up, and that will not have a payoff for you, in that you will be able to level up because they've leveled up and they will take you with them. So if you're with a Gemini, that is a lovely thing. Now, if you're dealing with a Cancer, they've got the King of Swords in reverse. So if you're dealing with a Cancer, they're struggling, I think, to find their way through what's going on. I think they're not able to work out their course, and that, I think, has an impact on you as well, because they, in the upright, this guy is literally, he's piecing everything together on that board. He's like, it's very crime scene, I think. If you're dealing with Cancer, yeah, they're not in a position to have that all worked out. And if you're looking to them to have all their stuff sorted out and everything worked out for you, then unfortunately you're going to be waiting a little bit longer for the month of October. Now, if you are dealing with a Leo, we have got the 5 of Wands in reverse. So if you're dealing with a Leo, do you know what? They are not willing to fight for whatever's going on at the moment. Now, that's a plus and a minus, in that if you're struggling with a Leo, they're losing the will to fight for you, to save what you've got. But it also means they're not willing to fight you. And actually, there's 2 ways you can take that. Your Leo might be just ready to call it a day. Maybe your hesitance, your resistance, your lack of play has finally made them go, you know what, I'm out. I can't keep fighting for this. I need you to buck up and start fighting for this, because I don't have that to give at the moment. My fight level is 60%. I need you to make up that 40% to keep this relationship going. And like I say, it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be like a work situation. Where are we up to? Virgo. So if you're dealing with Virgo, they got the Emperor. Now, that's quite nice. I quite like that, because that means your Virgo is finally stepping up. And yes, they're tackling everything. They're making their phone calls. They're taking you for ice cream. They're doing everything they need to do to try and please everybody, but they're keeping it in balance. Which is good, actually. I enjoy that. If you are dealing with a Libra, you've got that 2 of Cups. Now, this is lovely, because this for me is where I think you're in the position that you are not feeling the play, you're not feeling the connection. Your Libra is going to make sure you get back onto that mindset this month. Like, this is a glorious card. Like, look at it, beautiful. It's just 2 people reconnecting, having a milkshake, taking time out to just reconnect and get back to where things were, and find that excitement again in the relationship. And that's fantastic. Now, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, we have the 7 of Pentacles. So your Scorpio this month is very focused on what they've achieved, and you know, they're proud. They're proud of what they've achieved. You know, there's two people in this card, so it is an achievement that they're making together. I feel like your Scorpio is proud of what you're achieving together. And, you know, if you're struggling, they are going to support you because they're going to remind you of how much you've achieved together, of how much you have to offer, what you bring to the table together, what you get going on. And that's, you know, that's really good. So I think if you're with a Scorpio, I think you're going to be in good hands for October. Okay, if you have a Sagittarius in your life, okay, so your Sagittarius has got the Two of Wands. So they are finding very much that they're still looking for their destination. They're still looking for their way. They're still not quite found where it is they want to go. They know they want to move somewhere, whether that's moving forward with you, moving in a new house, new job, but they haven't quite worked out where it is to go. And that, you know, that provides a lot of opportunity, but that also provides a lot of confusion if they don't know where they want to go and they don't know what they want to do. And that can have an impact on you. Now, if you're dealing with another Capricorn, happy days, because where you're struggling, they're going to take charge. And this is what I'm saying, you know, if maybe where you are having that resistance to taking a next step, if you're not, you know, not reconnecting, don't worry, because your Capricorn is going to do it for you. Your Capricorn will remind you. They can take a bit of charge. If your foot's coming off the gas a little bit and you've only got 70% to give to the relationship right now, don't panic, because your Capricorn will give you the other 30%. They can pick up the slack for you if you need them to. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, this is nice. You've got the Knight of Cups. So if you're dealing with an Aquarius, I think they are going to be coming forward with some lovely, lovely advice, some lovely help. They've got what you need. You know, like this guy, he's a bartender. He's making a cocktail. He knows what people need in their drink. He knows how to give people what they want. And if you're dealing with an Aquarius, that's brilliant, because they are, you know, where you're feeling a bit lacking. Again, they can build you up. They've got the drink that you need, the tonic. If you're dealing with a Pisces, you've got the Hanged Man in reverse. Now that for me is a bit of a sad one, because I think the Pisces are, you know, like in the upright, this guy's very confident. You know, he's doing his climbing, he's abseiling, he's taking that different view. I feel like your Pisces at the moment doesn't have a different way of looking at things. Like the way they're looking at the situation is very one note. And it's probably advisable for you, Capricorn, to help them see another perspective to what's going on, you know, because everyone tells themselves a story about what's happening in life in general. And for you to help them see another perspective, I think will really benefit you, and it will also benefit them. Okay, so that's your October reading. Now, I hope that resonated. If it did, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe, because I'm going to be doing some more free Q&As on YouTube very soon as well. So if you hit the bell notification button, you will also get a notification to say, hey, must be a Gemini Tarot's gone live. You can ask a question. Free Q&As. And as I say, yeah, if you do want to book a private reading, drop me a message or follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.